Hi children, so today we are going to do a social lesson of class 4, the Himalayan regions. This is Shailaja here. Let us understand the word, the meaning. The word Himalaya, it means the abode of snow. Snow, white color on the mountains. In Telugu we call it Manchu. It means the Himalayas are snow clad. They are covered with ice and snow throughout the year. They look like beautiful necklace of a beautiful country. The extent. The Himalayan region forms India's northern frontier from Jammu and Kashmir in the west to the Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, northern parts of Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Sikkim, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh comes under the Himalayan region. The Himalayas are the highest and also one of the youngest folded mountains in the world. They run in a consistent northwest-southeast direction between the gorges of the Indus and the Sangpo Brahmaputra in the form of an arc with a distance of about 2,400 kilometers. They stand as an impregnable fortress on the northern side of a country. Their width varies from 500 kilometers in Kashmir to 200 kilometers in Arunachal Pradesh. Their height also varies from place to place. The Himalayas comprise 3 parallel ranges marked with deep valley and area-wise plateaus from north to the south. They are the Greater Himalayas or the Himadri, the Lesser Himalayas or the Himachal, the Outer Himalayas or the Shivaliks. Let us discuss about the first point, the Greater Himalayas or the Himadri. Out of all the Himalayan ranges, it is the highest range. It is also called the Himadri range. It is the loftiest and the most continuous range. It is found with an average elevation of about 6,100 meters. It has the world's highest and prominent peaks, which exceed 8,000 meters in height. The highest peak of the world, Mount Everest, is in this range. It is 8,848 meters high. It is in Nepal. The second highest peak is K2 or Goodwin Austen. It is in India. So children, you must be hearing that so and so people from there have come and climbed Mount Everest. So they all from other countries, people will all be coming to our country and they will go to climb the mountain, the Mount Everest. It is very, very tall mountain. They make a group of people and these people go and climb the mountain. So the second part of it. The other peaks in this region are the Kanchenjunga, the Makalu, the Dhaulagiri, Manslu, Choyu, Nanga Parbat, Annapurna, Nanda Devi and Namcha Barwa. The Himadri range is formidable. This range is covered with snow throughout the year, making the life very difficult. So it is very tough to go in the snow, full of very high range mountains and lot of snow and mansu always falling there in that place. The Himadri range is having lot of snow throughout the year. So during the summer, the snow in this region melts into slow moving rivers of ice or glaciers. These glaciers are the birthplace of some of our great rivers like the Ganga river, the Yamuna river and the Brahmaputra river. So I am sure you must have heard that the Ganga river and Brahmaputra river start at the mountain top near the Himalayas. So this is the reason. When the summer comes, these rivers melt and the river flows from the top of the Himalayas to all the places in the remaining part of the country. So we are learning about this. For a long time, the Himalayas remained unconquered. That means nobody could climb up the mountain. It is very, very difficult. There are a lot of deep holes, big mountains, big rocks where you cannot jump from place to place. You might fall down and you might break your legs or you might die. So this place was very difficult for anybody to climb up. So it is unconquered. For a long time, the Himalayas remained unconquered. You know what is the meaning of unconquered? The children, they cannot climb up. So sometimes you see a plant or a tree, sometimes you cannot climb up. So mountains were full of snow, manchu, and big rocks and stones. So many of them tried, but nobody could reach up. So that is called unconquered. They have loftily defied all the human efforts to scale them for a long time. But man was successful in 1933 when he first conquered Mount Everest. The same feat was again repeated by the Indian woman 30 years later. Bachandri Pal of India conquered Mount Everest on May 23, 1984. So see, a woman also has tried to climb the mount. So everybody after very long time has tried it and they have conquered the mountain Everest. The second part, the lesser Himalayas or the Himachal. There are some lesser height mountains to the south of the greater Himalayas. They are called the lesser Himalayas or the Himachal. They have an average altitude of 1000 to 4500 meters. There are many ranges in the Himachal range such as Pir Panjal range and the Dhauladhar range. The famous Kashmir Valley lies between the greater Himalayas and the Pir Panjal range. Beside the famous valley like Kulu and Kangra valleys are found in this range. Further, many of the hill stations like the Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Chakrata and Ranikhet are located in this region. This range is covered with forests. Evergreen, coniferous forests are found in this range. They include the broadleaf temperate evergreen plants like the oaks, laurels, chestnuts, walnut, etc. The conifers like pines, very tall trees, cedar, bamboo and deodars are also grown here. Between the Himachal range and the Shivalik range, there are duns. Duns are narrow, longitudinal, flat-bottom strike valleys. Some important valleys are the Dehradun, the Patil Dun and the Kotli Dun. These duns are covered with deep deposit of silt and rock brought down by the Himalayan rivers. Now let us come to the third point, the outer Himalayas or the Shivaliks. The southernmost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivalik Reach. It consists of the low-lying hills. It forms a continuous chain of hills extending from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. These Himalayas have different names in different regions. They are called the Jammu Hills in Jammu and Kashmir and the Mishi Hills in Arunachal Pradesh. The Shivaliks are made up of sands, gravels and conglomerates brought down by the Himalayan rivers. The area south of the Shivalik range is known as the terrain. The terrain is a marshy land with long grooves and thick growth of trees. It is mostly found in Uttar Pradesh and it gets heavy rainfall. The famous Corbett National Park is located in this region. Wild animals like the elephant, tigers, bears, crocodiles, etc. can be seen in this park. So children, you have gone to any beautiful national parks? You can see a lot of animals in that. You must have seen a zoo. But in these national park, you can see the animals, you can ride the elephant and they will be living in their own habitat. Sometimes you can see them from very far away, you cannot go close to them. But these national parks Lot of wild animals are there. You should go to the Corbett National Park. Advantages of the Himalayas. The Himalayas are useful to us in many ways. The Himalayas are the highest mountains in the world. They form India's northern frontier. They act like barriers, projecting the great plains of the India from the cold winds of Central Asia during the winter. They protect them so that when the cold wind is coming, the big mountains stop that cold winds and support us and protect us. The second point, they check the rain-bearing clouds. The famous Corbett National Park is located in this region. Wild animals like the elephant, tigers, bears, crocodiles, etc. can be seen in this park. So children, you have gone to any beautiful national parks? You can see a lot of animals in that. You must have seen a zoo. But in these national park, you can see the animals, you can ride the elephant, and they will be living in their own habitat. Sometimes you can see them from very far away. You cannot go close to them. But these national park, lot of wild animals are there. You should go to the Corbett National Park. Advantages of the Himalayas. The Himalayas are useful to us in many ways. The Himalayas are the highest mountains in the world. They form India's northern frontier. They act like barriers, projecting the great plains of the India from the cold winds of Central Asia during the winter. They protect them so that when the cold wind is coming, the big mountains stop that cold winds and support us and protect us. The second point, they check the rain-bearing clouds. They are responsible for causing the rainfall in the plains during summer. They have been causing a monsoon type of climate in the country, without which we would have been a tropical desert. So rains are very important, children, you know that. Without rains, we will not have proper fields and crops and food to eat. So rains are also very important. The third point, they are the birthplace of many of our rivers. The big mountains are the birthplace of the rivers. The Himalayan snow melts in the summer, and thus water flows down into the rivers